Because for me, there's no teenage girl that wakes up in the morning and they're like, oh, I'm 12 years old, yeah? I'm 13, I'm 14. Hey, nasikia baby blues. Nasikia baby blues. Nasikia tu kupata mimba leo.
Baby fever.
Hey, niko na baby fever. No! That's sick. That's sick. Underlying drivers of teenage pregnancy in Kenya include family problems, drugs and substance abuse, sexual abuse and violence, cultural practices, peer pressure, poverty, gender inequalities, and lack of employment and income opportunities. Oh, baby fever ni mademo wako 18 and above wanashikangwa nazo. Ati ukiona katoto kadogo unasikia, oh, my ovary has tickled. Hi, my baby.
Hi, mother.
Hi, my darling.
Hi, mama.
How was your week, by the way?
My week was bad. My week was bad. Because I had exams. As a matter of fact, I had 3 exams. German, Spanish, and what else? It was English. No, chemistry, sorry. English was last week. But last week, but one. And chemistry. Yes. And I had to analyze and interpret and also write my opinion about something, even though I didn't have an opinion. I had to think about something.
Because you know why you didn't have an opinion? You always wait until the last minute
I did not read the book
to revise for your exams. That's toxic.
That's normal.
It's normal for Gen Zs?
No, it's very normal actually. We nitangwaji. There's a word for it.
You're the crammers.
Wale watu wanafanyanga vitu last minute. Nitangwaji. Procrastinators.
I get it.
Yes.
So you've been procrastinating?
Yes.
For not revising, for revising.
That's actually my last name.
Madam Procrastinator.
Procrastinator.
Oh my God, guys. Oh my God.
How's your week, man?
My week has been boring. Let me not say that it has been so fantastic. You know, I'm still reminiscing about my trip to Italy.
Here you go again, people.
And you know, now I'm having a dip because the weather back in Italy was so good. And when I came back to Hamburg, I was like, I think it can't be raining every day.
Well,
I'm packing my bags.
That's what you get.
Oh no, I'm packing my bags. Italy needs me.
The depressing life. Italy needs. They should run you the passport there.
Please, but give me a good job. I don't want to do these odd jobs.
You can cook pasta, or
you
can make a restaurant. Where you cook your own vegetables. Since there are no vegetables there. Since they don't eat there are vegetables, but they don't eat them.
They do. Maybe they do a lot of salads. But anyway, let's embark on episode numero
4.
Wow. Flo hapa.
Jane.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in wherever you're tuned at. Be it Spotify, be it YouTube, be it Instagram, Amazon Prime.
What's up?
Pia WhatsApp. For real, hizo ma message tunawaforwardia. I think hata washaboeka na mimi wanasema every week tutakuwa tukitumiwa tu.
Tulia.
Episode is out, go and watch. Subscribe, and share. This is my new shebang as kila kitu ni. Have you subscribed?
Watch. Umeshare.
They're like, oh Flo, please. We've already subscribed. We can't subscribe twice.
Well, they wish they could.
For real. It's true.
They wish they could. Yes.
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it. For real. We don't take that for granted.
100.
Yeah, that you've been listening to this... what is it called now?
Shenanigans.
Yes, man. But let me promise you something. It's gonna be interesting. It's just that season 1 was all about getting to know us better. Because let me give you it's not a disclaimer or something. It's just that if I let people come in for interviews, right? Which I'm planning for from next season 2, hamtakuwa tumkiona tu sura yangu na mudhoni wangu hapa hivi. Unasikia amshaanza kuteta episode 3 already. Na 4 sasa ndiye ashaanza, hata tuja meet babake ashaanza kuchoka. So we are going to do the first 10 episodes. They are going to be about Flo and Jane necessarily. Ndio at least mweze kutujua. Ndio unajua at least nikileta wasi wanajua obviously Flo na Jane ni akina nani hao. Ndio they be also comfortable to share their viewpoints, their perspective, their mindset with us.
Yes.
Yeah? And we're also sharing so that people can have insights on who we are. Maybe 1 or 2 will get to learn 1 or 2 things, you know, and just feel the bond as we have this open conversation, right?
It's a therapy session.
It's a therapy session. That's the thing. In fact, Jane said it right. It's a therapy session between mother and daughter via open conversation.
Bas.
Episode number 4. Here we come, man. So episode number 3 was about how I transitioned from living in Nakuru to living now joining Kanairo.
The ghetto.
Sasa niko Nairobi wase, please. Si yuko Nakuru tena. I hope you are on one page. Sawa?
Yes.
Niko Kanairo sasa. Ukijaribu kutita mchana mshamba. Shoko sana. Unajua mimi ni Tom girl. Nitakupiga left. Jaribu niite msichana wa kijiji. Niite msichana wa kijiji, usinde msichana wa ucha. Guys, I've been writing, you know, because my power lies on writing. Nikisema nikuambia hizi stories ati one on one hapa hivi. Kuna stories obviously tutawaambia freestyle. Lakini zingine nitamiss out on details. Wacha tu niwasome kile niliandika for real. Juu kitabu nilianza kuandika. Nimekuwa Shakespeare. Niwasome au sio?
Yes.
Yeah? So, this is what I wrote, guys. How I Met Your Father. Stroke baby daddy saga.
Okay.
Are you ready? But it's sini baby daddy saga. Unataka iitwe nini?
How I Met Your Father.
Hiyo baby daddy saga lazima niweke hapo ndani. Finally I have arrived in the capital city of Kenya. Wapi nduru ya Kanairo?
Nairobi.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. A 14-year-old girl fresh from the upcountry has now officially been admitted at Jamhuri Primary School. The only downfall about this big transition is that a girl has to repeat classes. Now I'm no longer a candidate. I have to start afresh at standard 7, which I actually did not mind at all. It was time to make new friends. One of them was the one and only Bebeto the footballer, who used to be my desk mate. This guy never did his homework. So I was always coming through for him with all my generosity from Nakuru, especially when it came to subjects such as mathematics.
Of course. Baby.
Watu vijana Kanairo ni mpira watacheza ama ni maths watarevise. Bebe wewe. You owe me one. Bebe was a G. He never doubted me, and he used to inform me everything that was negatively said about me. Still, he remained faithful and never questioned my ways. Up to date, Bebe remains to be a very good friend of mine, and I'm thankful for having him in my life. Yeah, no?
That's also my G.
I know.
That's really my G.
The other friend I met was Benjamin, a Luo handsome man who used to lead the scout group back at Jamhuri Primary School. Benjamin belongs to one of the culprits that I'm positively thankful for having met. Otherwise, baby Jane would never have come to existence. The same way. It's the same way. Standard 7 goes by and we are now officially candidates. Fuchs, candidate taja sana. At this point, Benjamin has introduced me to his friend Yundi. Yundi was a Luya boy at standard 5 who loved hanging around us every break time. Anytime the bell would ring, I had already gotten used to having this Luya boy with beautiful round eyes around my presence. Mind you, Flo used to be a generous girl, a virtue that has been instilled in her by her grandmother, the Queen. I would make breakfast and lunch for two every day for the whole standard 8. This second portion was for none other than the cute Luya boy Yundi. In fact, I had already taken over his mom's duty of feeding him wholeheartedly. I used to love his company so much, and I was always looking forward to the school bells ringing for break time.
Oh.
Little did I know, the mother to Yundi had been observant of her son's new behavior. She had already noted his tendencies of lack of carrying food from home as well as asking for money to buy breakfast. As a mom, it was time for her to act and ask his son why he has not been taking food with him to school. I can imagine questions she could ask herself, such as, how has my son been surviving school without food? Does he even feel hungry at school? What's going on? I need to investigate. Yundi got interrogated and asked to answer questions why he has been failing to carry food to school from home. This is what Yundi had to say. Oh, Mama, you don't need to worry about me. Flora has been feeding me and she has executed that role with perfection. What? Hold up, my son. What do you mean a girl in standard 8 has been feeding you? A boy in standard 5? What kind of a relationship and business does she have with my son? What does she think she is and how dare she? Alama ya nini? Yundi, son, get me that girl. I need to see her. Otherwise, kitakudu nini? Kitakuramba, my friend. One day, Yundi came to see me as usual during break time at school. This time round, he is a bit hesitant of receiving his portion that I always carried for him to eat. I asked him what the problem was, and he told me that his mother wanted to see me. Nyambura wa Mwathi. Nikaitika mwito. We agreed on a day and embarked on the mission by the title, How I Met Your Father. Yundi used to live at the city council, a gated community in Dagoretti Corner. We knocked at Yundi's house and guess who opens the door?
The mother.
Yes, my future mother-in-law.
See.
Ah, Flora. Finally, we get to meet. I've been wondering who this girl is that has been busy feeding my child. Nice to meet you. Karibuni. As we entered inside their house, the king, aka the father to Yundi, was chilling on one of the sofas at the corner. The well-mannered Flo Nyambura introduced herself and we engaged on a small talk as Yundi's mom was busy prepping tea for the new guest of honor, the breakfast donor.
The breakfast donor.
Mi nimekuwa sponsor from way back.
Back there.
Hey.
You've been bowling.
All of a sudden, from the back door, a guy enters the living room with too much energy and walks past where I had sat. He stops abruptly and turns back to look at these new guests because apparently he has never seen that face before, ever. He let me assume he got starstruck by the beauty of Nyambura, the daughter of Mombi.
That's true. That is very true, actually.
Oh, he said, we have a guest, wow. He said hi and introduced himself as the older brother to Yundi. He acknowledged the fact that I had been feeding, that I had been a good friend to his younger brother and appreciated me for feeding him at school. He said goodbye and left. That was the first time I saw your dad. After that incident, whenever I would encounter Yundi's brother on the way or at the football field, he would always say hi and address me as, Sasa rafiki ya Yundi? Kofiri. Little did I know that I was a target audience and that Mr. Chairman had already seen his potential future baby mama. I mean, if Nyambura in standard 8 is capable of feeding his little brother, she is also capable of feeding my future baby mama with ease.
True.
The chairman I am is not going to waste this opportunity.
Lakini sina make sense.
Ina make sense?
Yeah.
Like it makes sense.
Mbaya.
Aona academic kana potential ya.
Amecheza kiyeye. Very clever of him.
Kijana half Luya, half Kikuyu.
Yeah.
Arshaona potential already. Anyway, furthermore, where are we now? So the chairman he said he's not going to waste time. Furthermore, they say opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, I was in Form 1 at Karate Secondary School. With no wasting time, we started spending cozy moment with each other. Yeah. Kumbe he had been marinating me with Sasa rafiki ya Yundi. And he knew very well what his intentions were. So during August holiday in the year 2002, I found out that I was pregnant and boom, drop the mic. A moment of silence. At 15 and a half. What was I thinking? Why did my sponsorship skill take me
there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jane, how do you think about the scenario of how I met your father?
It's very clever of him.
I can't believe unamunga mkono.
No, that's a clever man. He has always been and will be a clever man. Akona strategy.
Angeenda jela bana.
No.
I was a minor.
He was also a minor.
Alikuwa shafikisha 18.
Akuwa.
15, 16, 18. Hakuwa amefikisha 18.
Bado.
Alikuwa
birthday yake iko June.
Nitamuuliza. Tutampigia simu.
Mama, uli found out uko pregnant lini?
15 and a half.
Time month.
Month. Si nimesema 202
month.
August.
Okay, amefika 18.
Asha, you see? I know maths. Unadhani viboko nilikuwa na chapa maths juu ya nini? Anko ni G. Juu ya anko, by the way, ninajua maths.
But in his defense,
why do you need to defend him?
Let me tell you something. As a 18-year-old boy or girl, whatever, you still don't know how to use protection.
I can't believe you're saying that. Sijui amekuchotea, ndio mtete.
It's my G.
Hey, let's talk about the culprits here. Juu mimi, Benja. Sasa Benja na yeye anakuja kunintroduce Yundi, surely.
Benja ni mgani?
Benja ni...
Namsikianga.
Unamsikianga?
Namsikianga.
Wanakuwa pale kwa mama Oliech wanauza fish. Pamoja.
I know him.
You need
that
to thank
tall
him.
guy.
You need to thank him.
I know him.
Do for real?
He used to buy me cheapo.
Yeah, you see? Yeah. He was paying his dues because of the... Anyway, I don't want to say it was mistakes.
No, it is your mistake.
It's...
Us, on the other hand, me and my father, we were... This is not a mistake. My guy needed a platform.
And he got one.
He had it. Ne? Alikuwa anajua strategy. Alikuwa na strategy. He just needed a platform. In this case ni wewe.
By the way, unajua ni aliingia. Alikuwa anataka kutoka. Aka notice, leo kuna mgeni sijaimuona by the way. In fact, sijaimuona hii Nairobi mzima. Hii ni the first time. Ana notice tu shamba. Yaani nanuka tu Nakuru tu. Yaani nimechill tu hapo na Nakuru. Hata wani haiko imeniosha ushamba.
When I used to talk to him, ne? And when nilienda Kenya, like, it was last year. I sat down and he told me, Jane, do you know what? You know your mother, you know those stories there. She was my first love. She was my first love. Na ungeona tu the uchungu, the pain in his eyes, the pain. Hey, I love that guy.
Alikuwa ameona opportunity.
No. Love at first sight. Naona vile alienda. Karudi akaona, wow, this is new. This is new.
Msichana Mkikuyu.
Msichana wa Nairobi waka hivi.
Ako na glow ingine ya Aramis.
Exotic breed.
Amejipaka Aramis, anakaa fine. I think alikuwa nimenyoa to make matters even worse.
No.
Anaona beauty beyond. Ninakwambia Waluya wananipendanga sana.
Alikuwa anaona nani? Huyu mnyako USA kanda anaitwa Ajima. Lupita Nyong'o. Like, wow. Goddess.
From Nakuru. Potential.
Never mind.
But anyway, in hindsight, though, I love my mother-in-law. Yeah, she was worried. She needed to know why Yundi, mtoto wangu mbona habebi chakula. Alijua very well Yundi anaitishianga pesa ya keki na ya kangumu for breakfast. Mbona this time round haitishi hizi vitu zote?
Yundi alikuwa soft boy era. Yundi. That guy.
Na ukiongea na umwambie nataka anichunie, anipatie my flowers. I fed that boy.
But he fed me also.
He fed you?
Very much.
So they've been doing their jobs?
Very, very much.
Ni sawa basi. Kama wamekuwa wakireciprocate iko sawa.
And then when he drive, that's my guy.
Yeah? That's nice to hear. So the moral of the story is, when you see a pregnant girl somewhere, don't go asking them. Before you be judgmental at all, don't go asking them about, why are you pregnant? Ask them, how did you get yourself in this situation? Unajua? Sasa unaniuliza why are you pregnant? Unataka nikujibu?
I don't know.
Sinaona already you isha block conversation. Unajua? So I rather uniulize, na umejipataje hapa? Unajua? At least juu kuna jani. So ni kama ule mse, why are you gay? You? Why are you gay?
You are gay. Why are you gay?
Why did you even call me here for interview? If you want us to have conversations.
And the fact that unamuuliza why are you gay? Alafu unaendelea you are gay.
You see? Already
jumping into conclusions.
Isha block. Kuna hatuwezi have a conversation. But that tunacheka saizi, but na prefer watu wako wana take time wanauliza watu wenye wako pregnant at this age, underage, unajua. There are so many things, and I want to tell you about the Nairobi Council for Population and Development. They state that the underlying drivers of teenage pregnancy in Kenya include family problems, drugs and substance abuse, sexual abuse and violence, cultural practices, peer pressure, poverty, gender inequalities, and lack of employment and income opportunities. So unapata teenage girls below 18, they become pregnant due to all these driving forces that have been mentioned here. Yeah? In my case, neza sema yangu maybe ina fall under the category of family problems. In that it was not a problem per se, but it was lack of mentorship and awareness. Because my grandmother, who maybe would have taken that part of mentorship and creating awareness around sex and abstinence, who knows how the story could have turned out. Yeah? As far as teenage pregnancy is concerned, you see all this alone, and the way now we have inflation. In Kenya, 3% of the whole population are the ones earning 50,000 Kenya shilling and above. Ebu niambie wale 97%. Unajua hiyo mimi hata ninashikwa tu na goosebumps. So ebu imagine ile poverty level iko hapo hivyo. Na sasa hatu unashangaa watu hii na rate obviously ya pregnancy kuna venye ilikuwa imepanda, lakini sijaangalia data, ningesema lakini sitaki kusema information yenye si correct, but iko. Mbona nina share story juu ninataka kumanifest. Wewe mwenyewe unajua very well kuna venye nilikuwa nimeshaanza kuplan on opening an NGO, si ndio?
Yes.
Juu nataka at least to be that bridge, unaona, kukua especially in this phase. Unajua mimi I'm lucky enough that I got help from your grandmother and my siblings, na wakaniketa for this particular phase, you know. So it's good to also be that pillar, yeah, and be that bridge which will cater for your mentorship, create awareness, hoping that with all this awareness, this teenage you can touch a life of 1 or 2 teenage girls back in Kenya. So that's what I'm intending to do also in the future, you know. It's just that, hey, kuandika something called articles of association. My God, it's so broad, and I need to be serious and take my time, because I really need to register this NGO, and so that we can kickstart, help 1 or 2 girls. We don't have to do something huge, provided we are doing something little, unajua. And you see, in Germany we are lucky enough, because here already as we speak, there are so many friends of mine who are saying, hey, you told us you want to start an NGO or a CBO, you told us we keep these clothes for you, be it baby clothes, be it anything around baby, you know, toys, mom stuffs when they're pregnant and all that stuff. Yeah, so they've been disturbing me and telling me, hey, my basement, I need to clear my basement, I need to I need you to come and pick all these stuffs. So I don't know if there's someone out there who know how to write, who can help me with writing articles of association, because I need it in German and I need it in English, since I have to register this organization in Germany as well. Yeah, man, so that we can kickstart and start even accepting, so that we can be allowed to also accept donations. Because without that articles of association I'm talking about, if it's called that way, in German it's got it has a name on its own, yeah. And we need to register, so that at least we can have the rights to do what? To even accept donations, yeah? Any kind of donations, be it money, be it clothes, because we need to ship all these clothes back to motherland, yeah? And the other thing I need to cater for is when the stuffs, my container reaches in the harbor. Hey, inflation imetuma hii gava ya Kenya inakula kukula. Unasikia sijui unaweza itia how much juu ati container yako amefika hapo hivyo. So I'm like, what? But I want to be strong enough and have that wisdom to kickstart. And maybe someone out there want to join me in this journey. Yeah, I even have a name. Can you imagine that? And I'm manifesting this.
Tell me your name.
I had thought of preteen care. Do you want to know the meaning of preteen care? Pre for pregnant, teen, obviously, teenage, and care for the care that goes around the whole.
Preteen care.
Yeah, you know, it's like pregnant teenage care. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah,
that's bold.
I also thought of Mwathi Vision, but a good friend of mine who also have an NGO told me it's not good to use your real name, because people will think that you're doing it out of your own interest. It's like you want to gain from the NGO, and we are doing it for the betterment of the society, you know, not for our own profits. No. So I'm a bit hesitant of which name to go ahead with, but I have time. I've been going around to a couple of, I went to teenage houses here in Hamburg, and I've been getting insights on how it works, because now in Hamburg, teenage girls get even accommodation from the government. Do you know that?
Oh.
if you're a teenage girl and you're pregnant, you register yourself in that organization and they give you even accommodation in a certain apartment. You're given a house and equipment, and you're even given now money for your upkeep with your baby. Now, when I was attending one of their meetings, there were a couple of teenage girls that had sat there, and it was so funny to see, to experience the meeting, since these girls, there was one complaining about, I don't know if I feel like this institution is good for me because the timing, I don't like the timing and the rules. You know, I want to be coming. It's like she wanted to be coming anytime. You know, it's an institution. And you're being given a house, and they are catering for all your needs. And it's not like you're working, you're jobless, surely. And you still want to know rules. Imagine the privilege that teenage pregnant girls have in Germany.
Oh, that's nice though.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah. And I'm happy that there are organizations that are dealing with such kind of stuffs. Yeah. And you know, when you have such kind of organizations, you have to make sure you cater for the welfare of that teenage pregnant girl in a 360-degree perspective. Because of that teenage pregnant girl, first of all, she's undergoing a lot of psychological distress, physiological distress. Socially, I'm pretty sure she's not fine. Yeah? So you can see, financially as well, there's a lot of support this teenage girl needs. And let me tell you, there's nothing bad like being a teenage, and as well, and the same time you are being pregnant. You know, if now I'm 37, I know how to move around pregnancy, you know? Yes, there are so many stuff still that I'm experiencing while being pregnant, you know, because generally being pregnant is not easy. Mara sijui umeshikwa na heartburn, mara sijui nini, ma cravings, mara sijui hormonal imbalance. Sasa wewe imagine that, and then on top of the fact that already teenage girl na uko pregnant. Sasa it's not looking good. So if we are to embark on this mission, we have a lot to do. And we have to plan. And it's good to manifest. Unajua?
Yes.
Yeah? Juu, I believe in the power of manifestation. Who knows, there's someone listening, you know, an investor listening out there, and they're like, Mimi, I want to work with you guys. I can see your mission. And I want to, for sure, be part of it. Unajua? Because I think it's not like now you want to help every teenage Kenyan girl who is now pregnant. No. Even if it's going to be one or two, a couple. And it's not like we now want to give them the help that we have now seen in Germany. No. Obviously, we cannot start housing the teenage pregnant girls back in Kenya. Maybe we can help the way we can by just being there and creating awareness. Because at the end of the day, the goal is we want to see that number that is up there going down. Yeah. Because for me, there's no teenage girl that wakes up in the morning and they're like, oh, I'm 12 years old, yeah? I'm 13, I'm 14. Hey, nasikia baby blues. Nasikia baby blues. Nasikia tu kupata mimba leo.
Baby fever.
Hey, niko na baby fever. No, that's sick. Unajua, that's sick. Na ndio unaona hizi underlying issues zenye tunasikia zinaitwa driving forces. Yeah? Zina cause a teenage girl to become pregnant. Si maneno na baby blues ata inaitangwaje?
Baby fever.
Baby fever? No. Baby fever ni mademo wako 18 and above wanashikangwa nazo. Ati ukiona katoto kadogo unasikia, oh, my ovary has tickled. Mimi sasa unataka kuniambia ovary yangu ni kutiko nilitiko. No, I have no
Uterus.
business. I have no business being pregnant at 15 and a half. Unajua, mimi my work is to go to school and obey my parents and be a good girl. Unajua? But I need mentorship and awareness. Sawa sawa? So, when you see, next time you see, you reminded me of something.
Okay.
The history has not repeated itself. You're now 20 years old.
Yes.
How does it feel that the history has not repeated itself? Because we had a lot of pressure. Would you say that we prepared you enough, or do you think that we did something, but we could have done this ABC?
Well, I'm glad you asked me. Because I remember being around 12 or 11, where I went to the playing ground and I came back home late. And on that day, I used to live with my auntie and my uncle and my cousins, right? So my auntie and uncle called my mother, who is where? In Germany, right? And they started making a big deal because I was outside, and then they jumped into conclusions that I was with a boy, and it started all from there. And they would say like, "Hey, unajua vijana huku nje, unajua," and it was always about boys. They never cared. Man, I was with girls. They didn't even care. They jumped into conclusions. Na ilikuwa like not just one topic. It was like a repeated topic. It was leo napigiwa nauliza, ulikuwa wapi? I even had a curfew. Me, at the age of 11 or 12 or 13, by adi 18 ni mapema. So by 16 nikuwe home. Na nikikutwa nje, it was a whole case. So and I was the only girl, of course, yeah. And nilikuwa na cousins vijana wawili, Sparky na Alex. Wao walikuwa wametulia tu. Mama yangu hadi angefikiria like wao ndio wangepeana mimba. It was all about the girl, always the girl. Ni mimi naambiwa wanaume huku nje, man. Hadi ningetoka tu hivi nje with a boy and who just talk, nah? The people, the neighbors would come and tell my mom, my auntie, yeah? They would come and tell my auntie, I call her mom, and my auntie will come and tell me, oh, your boyfriend, you're this. I'm like, yo, that's not my boyfriend. As a matter of fact, he is gay. That's not my boyfriend. But they didn't care. They pressured me, and I would say it was a good thing, but also it wasn't, because I knew my stand, and I knew that I didn't want to raise a kid without a father, you know. I didn't want to, because I've gone through it, so I know how it feels to have separate parents, né? One is there, the other one is there. So I didn't want that for my kid. So I knew boys was a no-go zone, and etc. And by then, nilikuwa ninajua already all these things about abstinence and all that.
Where did you learn that from?
Again, my mother. And because in school is even tuko tunafunzwa.
For real?
Imagine, yeah. As a matter of fact, when I was like 15, I think I'm on 14, that's when I first had my periods. And I was crying in the bathroom. I was crying. Me and Sparky. I'm like, Sparky, now bleed. Sparky's like, what? Walai. And now, I can remember there was this kaugonjwa enye watu walikuwa na bleed from the nose, from any opening. I can't, sitaki kusema ni tuberculosis. Sitaki kusema ni tuberculosis, but it was something.
Ebola.
As sasa, me na Spaki, we've already jumped into conclusions. So my mom used to live like, tuseme like 5 minutes. Shop ya mama yangu ilikuwa like 5 minutes away from the house. So ni
Your
mimi na
auntie, your
Spaki.
auntie.
My auntie, I call her mom. Na mimi na Spaki kukimbia hadi kwa duka ya mama yangu. So we are running, tunafika hapo, tunaanza kuambia mama yangu vile tuko na ugonjwa. Spaki yako hapo, mama unajua. And then my mom was like, calm down. And she showed me these things, and kama hizo tukufunzwa, the same applies to abstinence and all that. So all this I learned from my parents, and yeah.
So you would say we played our part the way it's supposed to be.
You all overdid your part.
It's good to
you
be
overplayed
extra.
Your part.
Because I never wanted the history to repeat itself.
But mom, do you know, every time you'd call and tell me the same thing, I would tell you, and I remember, I would really tell you, mom, made me see where I remember saying these words every time. I would tell you, mom, trust me, I know this. Don't worry. But my mom, who's my mom? Yeah, the worrying warrior. She would worry 24/7, and I'm like, no, calm down. No.
You mentioned one thing, yeah? Your cousins, yeah? You got curfew, and you're being told 4 p.m. you just chill and watch TV. How about your cousins? Were they given curfew, or what do you think?
For example, Spaki.
Yeah.
Because Spaki, we were like, ameniachana like 1 year or something. He's like 18 and I'm 20. No, wait. Yes. Or is he 19?
It's just 1 year apart.
1 year or something, yeah. And sometimes he would come home late, but not all the time, sometimes. But my father would be very fine. My uncle would be very fine. Dadi angekuwa ametulia tu hapo kwa kiti, like, no Spaki yako wapi. But if it was me, daddy would start calling people. Mumenenda mtoto. I remember this one time I was outside, and it was like at around 19, hadi giza iko imeingia. Na sikuwa nimefika home obviously, ne? Sasa ni dadi atoke nje, ne? Aanze kuuliza watu, msichana wangu ako wapi? Amenenda kunitafuta kwa kina Kiki. City Council apparently, because he knew ndo your base.
The hood. That's the hood, man. And
then I come back, I tell him that I was here. He's like, you're lying. I was there. Like, no, you were not, because I was there. And ilikuwa ina make vitu hard kwa sababu at the same time hani trust. Because apparently people out there, our neighbors, also another thing. They didn't want me to strive. So they would lie to my poor father and tell them, msichana wako nimemwona pale na pale. Msichana wako wako pale. And I'm not even there.
Surely. They are the police. They have to watch over you. You know what? Mtoto anaambia wangu ni wa society. Unajua?
But that's a bad thing. That's really a bad thing. Unajua ni mara ngapi nimechapwa juu ya the so-called society?
Bure.
Yes. One time I even had to fight back. Because daddy, when nimetoka nje, daddy comes and he's like, apparently I have a boyfriend. Daddy now thinks, in his mind, that I have a boyfriend out there called some word. And I was with this boy.
Hey, like, why are you not with that Nigerian boy?
No, mom. As a matter of fact, nilikuwa na the mother or the auntie, one of the above,
Yeah.
Because I used to love the auntie's kids.
Yeah.
I would babysit them, etc. And they used to cook good food.
The Nigerian food.
So me, I would go there, obviously.
Hey, okra.
Nika spend a whole 2 hours or 3 hours with them. Coming back.
Hey, juu pepper soup.
Nilichapwa. Na ninachapwa for no reason.
Oh.
Nilikasirika nikamwambia dad. No. Not like that. na vitu mingi just because of this society. Watoto wanachapwa, wanaekelewa.
Yeah.
Unapata hadi kwa jirani mwenzako anakucha. Jirani unachapwa jina jirani.
Si nasikia ako na shares.
So, like who, mama? Like who?
Maybe the power here he had been given by your auntie and uncle, who knows?
Hakuna mtu amekupea power. As a matter of fact, ndio inaumanga zaidi. Wewe tu mnasalimiananga na mama yangu hapo. Sasa uko sawa? Habari yako? But then unanichapa kama daddy.
Wow guys, wow. Pole. But you turned out great. And I thank you so much. Unaona wewe unapenda kusikia.
So nasikizanga lakini mniaminingi ninasikianga.
Lakini una have to understand mzazi akisema lazima tu repeat. Mimi nda ku repeat mara 50.
True. Sometimes that's true.
Listen.
That's true.
I've been there, I've collected my data. I have already said I'm now in an era where I'm collecting my own data and analyzing it. So, at least I don't want that to happen to my daughter. And since I did not I lacked that mentorship and awareness, now I know better. That's why I want to make sure that I have given you what I was never given. Sawa?
True.
Information for free.
It's true.
I'll see you. Whatever you do with that information, it's up to. Yeah. Wow. What is your parting shot?
Me?
Yeah, for this episode.
That I love my father.
That's your parting shot.
That's my G.
You love your dad.
Yeah.
For making the big move.
Yes. And I love my mother for carrying me.
Wink, wink. Wow, guys, my parting shot will be, before you judge me, come, let's chat. Don't ask me, oh, why are you pregnant? Just come and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you how, not why I'm pregnant. I'll tell you how, because the thing is, even the 15-year-olds, there are so many indulging. It's just that they're not getting pregnant. Only a couple do. The other ones, they know how to, maybe they are lucky, or maybe they know how to use protection. Because here in Germany, a child of 10, 11, 12, they are given that awareness at a very younger age.
That's good.
Yeah? To an extent, you're given now a choice. So it's up to you to know what you're going to do. Because let me tell you, Jane, this is how the biology of the body works. Once you start your menstruation, right? You are now able to become pregnant, and during and before ovulation, the hormones are joking around. They're telling you, wow, kuna venye nasikia leo kuindulge. The same hormones zinaambia a 20-year-old ama a 30-year-old ama 40-year-old during the same ovulation. Kila mtu ana undergo ovulation. Kama umeanza kunyesha ukiwa na 10 years ama 11 years ama 12 years, na mwenye ananyesha akiwa na 20, 30, 40, the same chemical reaction that is going on before and during ovulation. Kila mtu anaiface. Maybe inaweza kuwa different depending on how other women's bodies are, but majority, you feel like indulging into a sexual act. Yeah? I don't know if you've noticed that. Now, we need to create awareness to our little ones so that they know how to deal with that feeling. Because maisha haidrive na feelings. They are facts. The fact that if you now indulge, if you listen to your feelings, you're going to become pregnant. And that's what we want to avoid. So, creating awareness is the most important thing that we should be doing. Si kwanza kuambia mtoto acha feel. Yes, feel, like, but nataka understand hii feeling ni nini. Yeah? Because it's happening. Na lazima uambie mtoi. Once ukianza kupata periods zako, definitely Mbona usipate mimba? Sawa. Yep, let's wind up. Hey, tumeongea leo. Guys, thank you so much for listening to us. That was a cozy moment with my daughter. And you now know how I met your father. The baby daddy saga. Now you know how I met Mr. Chairman.
Nilijipeleka kwa moto.
Nilijipeleka mimi mwenyewe.
Kichinjio. So it's actually baby mama saga.
Thank you guys for listening to us. Wherever you are listening from, be it YouTube, please subscribe, be it Spotify, be it where else?
Amazon Prime.
Yeah. And also indulge. Sisi tunapenda kuongea, muongee na sisi hapo hivyo kwa comment section. Any question tutajibu. Like I said, it depends na venye question inaulizwa. Au sio? Vile question ina come through.
Inakuja.
And at least in hindsight, we are able to sit down and talk about these stories. Because at least time is a true healer, unajua? Time ina heal vitu, ina heal so many wounds, and we are now, or rather I am now comfortable to talk about this so that I can give hope to one or two girls that is outside there watching. Tell her that it's just a phase in your life. Na itaisha. So, calm down.
Time haikuagi by this stagnant. Hizi ni mambo za maisha.
The next episode, guys, it's going to be about how now I broke down the news.
To your mama.
To my mom, to my sis, to everyone.
Mom, lakini kwani kwa 15 ulijua je uko pregnant aji like aji. Ulienda shop ukachukua test?
I think so. I can't remember as well. I need to go and think about that episode as well. So tuende nyumbani. Tufunge hii kitu.
I'm so tired.
Tufunge hii kitu.
Bye people. I will see you when you see me.
Bye guys. Those listening to us in Germany, poleni, weather imeanza kuwa baridi nakwambia.
Weather for two.
Hii ni weather for two. Hapa ni ile K-Trix anasemanga usilale peke yako kama slasher. Tafuta mtu.
Akuslash ama.
Akuslash. Baridi. Baridi ni ya watu wawili nakwambia, ama uchukue pilo juu. Baridi imeanza.
Duve.
Bye bye guys. Bye.